All right, guys, what's going on? This is Dion, your 49er reporter, back. I know I didn't give y'all a necessary video for a preview on the Redskins as I have with all the other games, but honestly, it was the Skins. There wasn't really much to report. One thing I can say about the game, the weather conditions were ridiculously terrible, so the field was it was like a mud bowl, basically, because it was raining so hard and it was hard to get footing, so you saw everybody moving like super slow. Guys trying to make sure they kept their footing before they actually took off, whereas in better conditions we usually go ahead and we go out and we do what we need to do. So one thing I want to say is Jimmy didn't look fantastic, but he didn't look, I guess, horrible. He didn't have any touchdowns. He did have an interception. So we got to remember, guys, this is his first year as an actual starter in the NFL. His last 6 games with us when he first came to us the first year was a little bit different, and that did start to give him some starting potential. But this is actually his first full year as a starter, and the beauty of it is we're keeping him healthy. One thing I did like is that he was making sure he got away when pressure came his way. He didn't stand there in the pocket, except for there was one sack where he just flat out just stood there like a statue and saw the pocket collapse and went nowhere. But he did have a couple of nice rushing plays for him to be able to make some moves. He got himself, I think, about 20 rushing yards when it came down to it. And, Kendrick Bourne, it was an emergence of KB. And it was beautiful to see because we got a lot of injuries, when it comes down to the wide receivers and everything. They even took Keith and they took Breida out. I think they tried to put them and see if they had concussions or not, as far as that's concerned. But hopefully they both were all right. If not, we did see a little bit of Jeff Wilson Jr., so he was suited and booted and ready to go. We did see, Tevin Coleman got the bulk of the carries. He did pretty well, about 62 yards rushing. We had about 137 as a unit. But honestly, all we had was 3 field goals from Robbie. And one thing I say is, man, I guess it's kind of hard because the long snapper really does matter. So it's hard for the long snapper and then Mitch and Robbie to all be on the same page. And this is like the third one that we've been through. I think like the third or fourth. Because our first long snapper, if I'm not mistaken, I think he wound up getting suspended for PED or something like that. And then the next one came in, he was shitting, so we moved on from that one. So when you consistently are changing that, it's hard to get the timing and get everything down. And at the same time, kicking in the rain sucks ass. You can hook balls all day long. At the end of the day, the defense did exactly what they were supposed to do. They did their job. They made it work. You know what I'm saying? We donutted them 9-0. I can't really be mad at this game, guys. I think this was actually, a testament to us just showing that it doesn't matter what kind of weather we're in or what we do or how we do it, that our defense is going to show up and that our defense is the reason that we will win games. They're just that good. And I'm fortunate to have this defense, and to be a Niner fan, especially in this time, because this kind of reminds me of the times where we had great defenses, when Harbaugh and Vic Fangio was there. Although I like Fangio's scheme a little bit better, I do like the 3-4 rather than the 4-3 set. And it's just been an aberration, though, because Quan Alexander has been playing out of his mind. I know I scrutinized him for signing all these injury-prone players, but D Ford has shown up. Quan Alexander's shown up. Nick Bosa has been healthy. He hasn't had any problems or any setbacks, so that's a beautiful thing. So, things are just working out perfectly, and it's coming together for us at the right time. Just found out that Kyle Allen will be the starter when we go against Carolina. Now, Carolina, I guarantee you I will get you a video for that one because we got to see what's going on. They've been looking pretty good these past couple games with Kyle Allen. So, this might be a little scary for Mr. Newton there. Cam might have to be a little bit careful with what's going on because they may say, look, man, Kyle Allen been working out, man, and you've been just regressing, and, Cam ain't been as great as he's been. There's been a lot of up and down years with him, so they'll see kind of how he works out and what goes on. But Kyle Allen, if anything, has solidified himself a damn good backup spot, and possibly if he keep playing like this, he gonna mess around and get paid. So we all got to take a look at things and see what happens. But I will definitely get you a video on the Panthers. They are a more formidable opponent, so to speak. So other than that, man, we've been doing very well. It didn't really look like there was any real injuries in the game besides Keith and Matt Breida. But I mean, hey man, everybody was just having fun, man. It was a mud bowl. Nick got his sack and he just slid right into the mud and having fun, man. I mean, I think that's what's going on. Like, the offense is honestly, I think they're a little jealous of the D. And I can say that because I feel like the offense is like, yo, man, they out here making plays. They doing what they need to do. They having fun. And here we are, man. Damn it, we need to start scoring some points and some shit. Like, we have to put ourselves into a space where we're out there and we're doing, great things so we can be happy. But other than that, it's been a fabulous 6 weeks for us as far as going 6-0. Glad that we are, continually rolling. We got these Panthers up next. That's going to be a very big challenge for us, and we just got to get things right and continue to do it the 49er way. Y'all stay 49er faithful. It's always a Niner gang. Y'all stay happy, be blessed. Have yourself a fantastic day. And basically, Panthers is up next, man. We got to turn them Panthers into some little kittens. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to go. We got to keep getting these W's. We got to keep rolling. We don't want any L's on our record for any reason. And to be honest with you, it's kind of scary seeing Christian McCaffrey coming, because that's a bad boy. But I'll get y'all updated on what's going on in my next video. Until then, stay happy, stay blessed, continue to be Niner faithful. We are an empire. Peace.